Okay. Nice. Okay. I think this is the one we want to do. Let me see. Yeah. Larissa Sue, welcome. True. So true, Ideal. How you doing, man? What is up? Just trying to get everything set up. Do that. Move that a little. Okay. I think that should all be in order now. What's up, Grill? How you doing? Okay, let me punch this in. This is number 27. And then, yeah, okay. There we go. Okay, let me get my stats in order. Stats 921K. And then 780. You made something? Okay, better be quick. Because I don't got that much time. It's a good meme, sir. You should post that in the Discord. That's a good one. Momo thy melon. That's me. Incredible. All right, let me. Last things. Okay, we should be good. Yeah, I don't need any more pickaxes for now. Move that over. Do that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, this is the next chunk we mined today. Let's find the corner here. Okay. Let's not dilly-dally. Let's get this started, shall we? All right. But yeah, that's a epic one. Nice work. Oh man. Yeah, dude, this song is so good. It's actually insane. that's just one in my playlist. Okay. Yep, that's correct. Oh, okay. Looks all good. Okay, well, this chunk should already be like 2 minutes shorter probably, with the very start being close to like a full layer, just no deep slate at all. So pretty good. I'm hoping this one is relatively fast, but even if it's not, it won't be the end of the world. I'm pretty tired, but I'll get through it. But yeah, yesterday I had to take a day off. I was not feeling it. Not in terms of motivation, like in terms of like energy level, I was completely depleted. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm like fully recovered, but I'm definitely way better than yesterday. Yesterday was like, okay, so like most days I function at like, I feel like a good 60 to 70% energy levels compared to what my maximum could be. But like I was at like 20%. I was like not not having it. I actually went home early from work too. Like I actually just couldn't do anything. But thankfully, just having a I'm gonna be at 0% now just because you said that going. I'm actually gonna collapse live on stream. But yeah, I don't know. I was not having a good one, but it is it's better now. You'll close the stream now. See you later. What's up, Muffin? How you doing? What is up? Welcome, everyone. I'm still gonna be a little low energy this stream, but that's okay, because we got a chunk to mine, and we can just chill while we do it. The Sky? Wrong answer. It's actually a 2009 animated Pixar film. Get fact-checked. But yeah. At the very least, we should be able to do some more than one chunk sessions starting tomorrow. I think tomorrow will either be a 2 or 3 chunk day, and then Sunday should be a good one. I think that one I can also do 3 chunks. Monday I'm not sure on. We'll have to see. Like, I'm actually not sure if I can stream that day, but maybe. It is a little tough sometimes to balance. Oh, that is a lot of silverfish. It's sometimes tough to balance this project with my work. If I just had more time to allocate in my day, it'd be a lot easier. It's tough to balance my work with this project. Either way. The pesky little thing I have to do called working while I'm working on the real project. But anyway, let's just chill, let's relax, let's enjoy the mining. We'll see if anything cool happens this chunk, but I think for the most part it should be a really chill one. It just occurred to you that you're stupid. Oh. Why though? This is a shocking revelation. I think a shocking revelation would be a guy who got struck by lightning and thought he talked to God. Moses? I sure hope it does. Haha. Moss. No. No, 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 no. Oh. It's okay, I'll forgive you just this once, alright? Just this one time. There's a block in front of me. I don't think so. I don't think that's possible, actually. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? I'm going blind. Yeah, probably. There's a TNT behind me. I'm going mind. True. Very true. Doing pretty good. Set by your friends supporting AI, but now you're just baffled by your lack of care. Yeah, that is the world we live in, where a lot of people simply don't care enough, despite AI being a scourge upon the internet. And possibly going to be one of the worst inventions we ever create in terms of, you know, existing in a good society. But other than that, I'm doing fine. A little tired, but I always am after work. Stream is like that care I'm holding. Yeah. Chunking. What's up, Fairy? Doing? I think some people don't understand how much trouble AI actually is and how much it's going to make society worse. Or maybe she just thinks that writing is not a real job. I don't know, man. Maybe that's possible too. Diamond! Yay! Oh, I'm not using fortune. It's okay. You're gonna have to see Algoides DT today. Wow. There's more than one map set of that, so you're gonna have to tell me which one you plan on doing. Because depending on which one it is, that might be a dubious claim, in my opinion. It's the good version. Oh. The one that you can FC. I didn't know there was a 2-star Argoatus. I think for people like that, there's some people who are just confused. Maybe they don't understand that AI actually is a problem for your job security. But yeah, I mean, we can move on from that. If you could do the Skystar one, that one would be incredible. Yeah, yeah, for sure. That'd be sick. I hope you can do it. Okay, I kind of forgot that Jonathan LFJ had one. I don't really remember it. But I mean, he's a great mapper, so. Also, sorry for the slander, Muffin. Please do not sue me for my entire net worth. Well, considering Diorite is the worst block ever in terms of bit rate, I think I would much prefer Granite. Yeah, I don't know. I think you should probably interact with this person a little less, if that seems to be the case, Jeff. It's just a little sad that some people are willing to die on the AI hill. As if, like, AI is gonna be something to actually help you or be your friend or anything. It's like, maybe AI could be useful, but only in a society where we actually have things and security for people. But, yeah, I digress. I mean, I feel like there actually are use cases for AI that could be good, but the AI that's being used to spread mass propaganda and terrible stuff on the internet is not the kind of AI I support. So why did this song just turn into whispering in my ear? Subliminal messages. What is Switch to? The Torment Nexus. Man, it's just like... Oh, yeah, yeah, and the fact that AI is literally trained on, like, everything posted on the internet with no credit, no respect. It's very sad. Like, low-key, in my opinion, if you like AI, I have to question your judgment. That's all I can say. We should set AI training data centers on fire. Man, I don't know. At some point, something's gotta give in our dystopian society. At least if we want to save ourselves. I mean, I don't think we need to do anything that drastic, but definitely need to either regulate these companies to the high heavens or just completely ban them outright. Or if you want to go a really crazy, interesting route, turn the AI companies into state-run companies. But that only works if you actually trust the state, so maybe don't actually do that. Also, AI is a scourge and should never exist. You said YouTube link. The ball only works with Spotify links. Stealing a prompt. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure we've gotten this exact song before, and it actually isn't even like the worst thing ever. I think that's just the default song that comes up in the Spotify API when you put in a YouTube link. I'm getting Puerto Rican in the stream. I mean, if this country made any sense, Puerto Rico would be a state at this point. And so would DC. Alright, here we go, guys. Actually, I don't think this is the same one. This might be a different one. That also has a completely garbled up song title. I don't remember, though. Boring. Yeah, we can skip this if you want. Also, I don't know if I said hi, but what's up, Mika Corny? How you doing? I'm gonna be real, I don't know if I've actually listened to a Bad Bunny song all the way through before. Kibris. This artist. That's who I think of every time I see the garbled up song titles. This is true American music. This is the American music they don't want you to know about. If this is a reference to something Muffin, I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, okay. Okay, cool bird does not mean anything even related to that. There's more than one cool bird out there. Example, Jonga, exactly. This is a true... This is a true... I mean, I think every artist should try and play their music to a shoe bill and see if it likes it. If the shoe bill likes the music, you are accepted. If it doesn't, you must perish. Not yet. For what? If you don't think about it enough, this is just online group therapy. This is a very healing experience. I think I'm too tired to understand jokes or follow a conversation at all. I'm here for one purpose today, and that is to mine chunk number 27. Here we go. Now we got some real music playing. This song really makes me feel like I'm being executed by electric chair. This is what it would sound like. Ooh. Wait, why is this song actually really interesting? I mean, just low-key, this is just a really interesting song to me. What can I say? I don't know if I would want this in my regular rotation of music, but low-key, I vibe with this a little more than I do, like, Bad Buddy. I don't know what to say, but that's just the truth. Oh, sounds like an emergency is going on. You're being fried. It's true. This is how my brain feels after an 11-hour shift of cooking food. Ooh. Trying to readjust. This is your brain and brain. You gotta get off that stuff, man. It's not good for you. We need to get you on something good, like Fox News. Well, my recommendation would definitely make it smooth. That's for sure. Smooth as a marble. Did you guys know if the Earth was reduced to the size of a marble, this would be really bad? Wait, I should just spend the next hour of the stream doing stand-up comedy. This is a good idea. I should really do stand-up comedy while I have literally zero energy in the tank. Okay. Okay, nice deposit of tough blocks. Very nice. Probably about a minute time save. Pork. Clearly someone hasn't gone to their grocery store to buy ground pork. Bork. I still can't get over my first time ever seeing ground pork at the grocery store. It was a surreal experience. Ground bonk. Dude, that's literally what my brain went to. The first time I saw ground bork, like B-O-R-K, I'm like, oh my god, what'd they do to bonk? I don't know how common it actually is. I don't really... I've never thought of that as even a concept. It's probably not super uncommon, but I I don't think I will be trying this. No, I did not make it up. That's the crazy thing. I literally saw it at the grocery store. I'm like, what? I literally was like Joe Biden, and I said, what? Man, I need to make that as a Twitch emote. Or like a 7TV emote. The fact I haven't is criminal. I need Joe Biden saying what? Look, blowing Bubba could mean anything. Come on, come on. Surely it's not what we think it is. Surely. Man, if that's true, that is literally the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. It would just be the cherry on top of everything this guy is a hypocrite about. I just think it would be really funny if that was the reason he lost his support. That I would actually be fine with the fact that it took them this long to lose support because of something that funny. I could actually stomach it. Like, the fact that he still has supporters is downright despicable, but like, I could almost forgive them if that's the reason, that story is the reason they give up on him. I mean, I wouldn't actually forgive them, but like, I could theoretically think about it. I mean, it's also just like, this guy's, like, he's just confirmed to be really into young children. Like, there's just no refuting this. Something false prophet. Unironically, I think he falls into the actual description of the Antichrist. Like, I don't believe the Antichrist is a real thing, but if the Antichrist was real, he is it. Like, I literally can't think of a more perfect descriptor of the Antichrist than that guy. But yeah, I don't know. It's just sad. I'm really hoping that after everything, something gets people to finally get rid of him. The thing is, though, is that I wouldn't want him to be removed from office. I would want him to be criminally prosecuted. Like, he needs to not just be kicked out of office. He needs to be behind bars for everything he's done and everything he's enabled. You hope there's something on Vance? I mean, you don't really need anything on Vance. He's literally not liked. He is not a good leader. And he is not that popular with his base. He is not the successor that MAGA would want, I would think. And I mean, his popularity is probably lower, or at least not too far off from Trump himself. As in low popularity. I mean, I think like a more recent poll on Trump's popularity had him at 36% approval rating, which is his lowest ever. Even lower than when he tried to coup the government in 2021. How did Trump get elected 2 times? Because the American people are not politically aware, or at least they certainly weren't until this year. And we've kind of been in a vicious cycle of like, oh, this president and administration didn't work. We gotta vote for the other side. And then, oh, this didn't work and immediately fix everything. We're gonna swing right back. And also, Trump genuinely has a cult following. It is impossible to deny that. I would say a quarter of the voting public absolutely is ride or die with him. Like, I think his, like, floor, like, complete bottom floor would be 25% approval rating. Or something to that effect. He's just genuinely a for better and obviously for worse. Mostly for worse. Like, he is a generational political figure in our country. Unfortunately, he's also the biggest con man we've ever had. Because everything he's talked about and promised has been a complete lie and been broken. One chunk, please. Working on it. How you doing, Green Dickasu? Yeah. I mean, it's just frustrating that a guy who lied more than any other person I've ever seen in my entire life didn't deliver on his promises, and the only actual accomplishment in his first term was literally passing a bill to give rich people tax breaks, the biggest tax breaks in a generation. And then also tried to coup the government at the end of his term when he lost. And then the American people were like, wait, how about we give this guy a chance because Joe is sleeping? I mean, I'll give them this. Like, Joe Biden, he really did not do enough to get us back on track. But, oh my goodness, he did not literally destroy our economy. Anything but that. He literally, like, yeah, we had inflation, but look at inflation now. It's literally worse. And we've been in this administration for 11 months. No, not even 11 months yet. And then on top of that, slapping tariffs on literally every country in the world, including countries that literally don't have inhabitants. Giving $20 billion to Argentina. Cutting SNAP funds for American people. It's like, it's a sick joke, the country I live in. And don't even get me started on the whole ICE fiasco. The literal, like, state police or government police that are just doing anything and everything they want with no impunity, no pushback, at least not legally. The only times they get pushback are from literal mobs of people in the street trying their best to be good people and help out those who are being targeted unfairly. But this is the bed that we have made. I didn't vote for this, but I'll say this. This is what the American people voted for. They have regrets. I hope they turn out in the midterms and showed that they regret this vote. I just wish that they paid attention literally at all, and we would not be in this mess in the first place. Kamala had a lot of issues. Destroying the economy entirely was not going to be one of those issues. She was just going to be Joe Biden 2.0. It would have just been a continuation of our slow decline rather than accelerating it to the max and driving us straight into the ground. I mean, literally, she literally was going to be just Joe Biden 2.0. For better and for worse. She would have just done the same exact economic policies. And she also probably would have been just as terrible on the Palestine and Israel conflict. Sorry, not conflict. Genocide. Let's be real. Oh, yeah. But because she's a black woman who laughed, who had the audacity to laugh and have joy, that was the reason we had to vote for the literal Antichrist again. Again, she would not have been great, but she would have been infinitely better in comparison to what we're dealing with now. It's like instead of just having the slow natural decline we were going through, we just now have the most accelerationist, terrible, dystopian future possible. And frankly, I'm very much like fed up with pretending that, or like the American people pretending that this is fine, or that like this is a good idea. There is no world in which this ends well for the country. I mean, you could even argue that the country as a democracy has already been destroyed. It's just we haven't experienced the full fallout of that yet. We haven't truly seen to what depths we have fallen. And the only way we're gonna save ourselves is if we, the people, stop it from falling. Easier said than done, though. And, if you're trying to do it legally, that's gonna be really hard. Because how are you supposed to fight an illegitimate regime by fighting them legally? Like, the only way to do that is to have so much strength on your side that they literally can't stop you. But that tends to be very, violent, most likely. Or at the very least, there's going to be a lot of instability in the meantime. I don't know. It's just very hard for me, especially because, like, I do my best to tune in, to understand what's going on in the country and my world as best as I can. And just from everything I can seem to gather, we just literally have, like, the worst option leading our country. Like, the literal worst group of people we could have possibly voted for. Like, literally the only thing worse we could have possibly voted for was literally if it was the literal Ku Klux Klan. Like, I just can't see how the people really thought this was a good idea. I mean, I can, but I can't, you know? It's like, I do understand how we got to this point, but it's just still baffling despite that, you know? It's like, really? This? This is the best we could vote for? We should start our own micronation. Oh man. I mean, a real like niche part of the discussion now in this country is like the blue states possibly needing to secede themselves and become their own little nation. But like that is not the solution I want. Especially considering I am currently in a red state, so I do not want to get stranded here if that's the path it goes down. But more importantly, I just think that's not a feasible solution, at least if we want the country to, you know, not be easy pickings for other nations, you know? Blue states, it's the states that vote for the Democratic Party. The party that's not in control currently. The opposition, quote unquote opposition party of President Trump. There's about like the majority of states in this country are red states. But there are a number of blue states that exist. Namely on the coasts. Like on the east and west coast. Like the literal coasts. Excluding like Florida. But yeah. Anyways. I probably shouldn't keep talking about this because this is depressing. And we're just here to watch a chunk being mined. I'm sure you guys don't come here to be like, oh boy, let's talk more about the dystopian future. Hey, just over an hour in, and we are 2/3 of the way through this chunk. Yeah, this one should be not super fast, but a little fast. You just finished your Bork. Very nice. Yeah. I don't know. If anyone has any good news or just anything positive to talk about, feel free to do so. It'd be nice to have some positivity. You ate pizza for dinner? Very nice. What kind of pizza? Positive vibes. Let's chill. Pepperoni, the classic. Can't go wrong with a pepperoni pizza. Honestly, I don't usually order pepperoni pizza, but if I am offered pepperoni pizza, I will not complain. For some reason, like, my favorite pizza toppings are either, like, chicken or, like, steak, rather than pepperoni. Pineapple? Gross. Pineapple does not belong in a pizza. I will die on this hill. I mean, to be fair, I just feel like pretty much any fruit and veggie does not belong on a pizza. Like the only veggie I genuinely really like on a pizza is onion. Maybe jalapeno. Also, why is that an emote? Why is the pizza time emote literally rage bait? I mean, I would normally get like chicken and onion or steak and onion. I mean, sometimes I'll do pepperoni, but like onion for me is great on pizza. I love onion. I also just really like onion on like almost anything I eat. Onions are just so good. Cheese chicken pizza. What about epic cheese chicken pizza? I still don't really understand what epic cheese chicken is. Is it just something they have only in South Korea? I assume that's what it is. Corn pizza. I've never thought about putting corn on a pizza, but I do like corn. Like lately I've been having for like my work meals, like I'll make a bowl of chicken, rice, and I'll do corn. Corn is botanically a fruit. Yeah, well, it is in my head a veggie. So checkmate. It's not the greatest combo. Yeah, I don't know if I would like corn on a pizza. Corn is also banned in Wowie's chat. Why would he ban himself like that? Why would he do that? Yeah, not shocking at all. Although I'm low-key kind of surprised it still is, but since he's pretty much embraced it at this point, from my understanding. It's fine. Yeah, it just seems like at best it's probably just acceptable. But like corn as like a food though is good. Yeah. Yeah, on a pizza, there's just better things to put on a pizza than corn. Yeah. Loki, I'm surprised that like corn pizza is not like super popular in like Iowa or something. Man, corn from a street food cart does sound really good. I really need to eat more corn. It's just good. I'm not really a fan of like sweet corn though. It needs to be like savory, buttery, stuff like that. Oh, one more. Dang, we got 18 from 6. That's actually pretty crazy. 3 on average. Okay, it looks like this won't be a super long chunk, thankfully. We had a good amount of tough blocks earlier. And then there's still a little bit. Right, Korn is also a band. Although, you know, honestly, I feel like these days I'm just not enjoying pizza as much as I used to. I think the hardest part for me about pizza is that it's just super high calorie. It feels really hard to justify eating pizza. I think it doesn't help that pizza, to me, is not a very filling food. Or at least, like, I would need to eat a lot of calories of pizza to feel like I'm actually getting a real meal. Alright, 12 more layers. 12 more. More diamond. Yeah, just one in this chunk from that vein. What a beautiful song. This is how I feel when I see pineapple on a pizza. I think the main reason I'm an opponent of pineapple on pizza is just I don't really like sweet pizzas. Like, I want my pizza to be basically completely savory. So, like, for example, I also don't really like barbecue chicken pizza, because barbecue is sweet. You hate sweet mixed with salty. Yeah, like, mixed together, I'm not the biggest fan. For me, I like having pizza with soda, but, like, those are separate, you know? It's not necessarily because I hate pineapple, it's just I don't like sweet on pizza in general. I think that's also why I really like onion, because onion is just not sweet at all. It's a really good flavor mix. Yeah. I mean, I'm also just a picky eater, so that doesn't help either. Like, okay, olives, for example. Olives aren't sweet, but I hate olives. Olives, to me, have the worst texture plus flavor combo. Terrible texture. I hate the flavor. I hate the smell. Everything about olives, I am an opponent of. It just has the wrong combination of things. Olive oil is fine, but obviously you're not just eating straight olive oil. But like olives, like, I don't like olives. And I recently had, like, instead of black olives, I had green olives, and they just tasted just as bad to me. I just hate olives. Petrol? I could have a little dipping cup of diesel with my pizza. I think that'd be good. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean that's probably unusual even for just olives. Olives to me aren't really salty, but like I just don't like olives. I just can't do it. Buy a can of raw black olives. That's awesome. Pickles. I I don't think I like pickles. I tried to like pickles. The pickle cat is chill. I like pickle, but pickles like on food, I'm just not a fan of. I just could never really enjoy it. I think I'm also just not the biggest fan of sour. And to me, pickles are like way too sour. I can't think of that many sour foods I genuinely enjoy. Why does replying to people not work for you on mobile? Because mobile is a terrible experience. That's why. But yeah, I don't know. I think pickles are too sour for me. Raw lemon slices with salt are scrumptious. Man, you like the crunch? Okay, see, I like the crunch of pickles, but then that's why I would just have cucumber instead. Because cucumbers are just not pickled pickles. I like cucumber is literally one of my favorite veggies, but I hate pickles. I uh, I think my food preferences are just a little on the strange side. Just a little picky, but it is what it is. Maybe I should try the different flavor pickles. That's true. I mean, the only pickles I've had are like dill, which is what I think 99% of people are talking about when they're talking about pickles. I've had pickled red onion before. That stuff's great. But it's also sweet, so I don't really like it with everything. Pickled red onion goes really great on like a sandwich. Like a very savory sandwich. I don't know. Pickles for me in general just aren't really a food I care for. I'd rather just have cucumber in its place. If I have to eat one green thing in my life, it'll be cucumber. It's my favorite food overall. Hmm. I think it's hard for me to pick a food. It's easier for me to like pick a category of food. Like for me, any type of sandwich is just like that's like an easy go-to for me. But it's hard for me to pick like specifically like a burger or a quesadilla or a burrito. I love all of those. If I had to pick like a very specific food, I guess it would be like fries. Fries are like my go-to like singular food. I love fries. They're not good for you, but they're so good. I mean, I've talked about this on stream before, but there has been plenty of times in my life. Oh, yeah, potatoes. I guess I should say potatoes, not fries specifically. Potatoes in general are actually the goat food. Like, even more so than rice, low key. Like, rice is a good filler food, but potato is like the perfect main dish food. There's just so much you can do with it. But there's been plenty of times where I've eaten just a big plate of fries as my dinner. Like, obviously not just plain fries, like I'll add stuff to it, but fries as like the main component as my dish is absolutely a delicious and awesome meal. Oh yeah, fries are super comforting. Like fries with a good fries that are salted correctly, cooked correctly, and then maybe a sauce that isn't ketchup, and you got something going. Chips. Okay, but I will also die on this hill. Ketchup is a terrible condiment with fries. Way too sweet for me. Fine with it without it. I just think there's a lot better condiments that go better with fries. The absolute best one in my opinion in my entire life that I've had is a it's a thing called Toom. It's basically garlic dip and it is unbelievably good. It's a very common condiment in like like shawarma, like Arab type sandwiches. You don't it's so good. I mean another thing would be like
Thank you.
give me the follow. Another good condiment is some kind of like a burger spread sauce. Like I know you don't have In-N-Out in your area, but like a sauce that In-N-Out uses is actually really good on fries. I guess the best equivalent would be imagine like Thousand Island, but it also had like I think that sauce actually has little bits of like pickle or something. It's a very it's savory but also a little sweet. It's not like just straight up sweet like ketchup is. It's a good mix of both. Yeah. I mean, I'll say this. In-N-Out won't, like, blow your mind. It's not like a Michelin star type restaurant, obviously. But for the price and what you get, it is really good. It is shockingly good. And like In-N-Out is one of my favorite places to eat, like in terms of like taste of food. And it's also one of the cheapest fast food places in my area at this point. It's a really shockingly good value place. It does have long wait times, though. Like, the absolute fastest you'll get your meal there is probably 15 minutes. It just is always busy. But I mean, it is a good and affordable place, so that's probably why. The best sauce you had was Randy's green sauce. I don't know what that is. Describe its flavor profile. Inches upper lip. It's light. I don't know. I'm kind of. I don't like. Okay, this is gonna make me sound like a kid, but I don't like my sauces green. I like red sauces. Or just anything on the red-orange spectrum. Anytime I see like a green sauce, I'm like, oh, this is probably avocado or like lime. And I don't really care for either of those very much at all. Or God forbid, it's some like weird veggie mixed in. Like spinach. Do I like green beans, peas? Nope and nope. I like chickpeas, but those aren't the same thing as peas. I need good green beans. I think I don't need green beans, actually. I'll be fine without them. Lima beans? Nuh-uh. Not going in my mouth. I have a strong aversion to green foods. I'm trying to think of all the foods I'll eat in my life that are green, and that list is pretty short. I think the one that comes to mind the easiest is cucumber. But I can't really think of that many other green foods I actually like. Fried okra. I'm gonna be real, I don't even really know what that is. But, I mean, if it's fried, obviously that's gonna be better than, like, a raw green veggie, you know? That's kind of cheating. I'm just talking about, like, the raw ingredient. Anyways, we are just about at the end here, guys. Final 2 layers. Yeah, this chunk was actually pretty fast. This should be like an hour and 30 or an hour and 31. That's pretty fast. That's faster than the average. So far, anyway. Yam, salt, oil, 2 cloves of garlic, cilantro. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty good, I won't lie. Although, I'm not really the biggest fan of cilantro. I don't think I have the gene that makes it taste like soap. I think I actually just don't like how it tastes regardless. Like, it doesn't taste like soap to me, but it also just isn't my favorite taste. I think people are allowed to just not like cilantro without it because it tastes like soap. But like, also yams, I'm pretty neutral on that, I think. I think I'd prefer potato over a yam, but like salt, oil, garlic, like obviously that's gonna be really good. You ate a bowl of birria ramen at a Mexican restaurant. It literally tastes like dishwater. Okay, then I think you have that gene. I think I've also just never had enough cilantro in a dish for me to actually tell if I have that gene or not. I've never had a super heavy cilantro dish. Mainly, again, because it's green, so I don't want to eat it. Oh man, I really am a child, but it's true. If it's green, I ain't putting it in my mouth. Cucumber is one of the rare exceptions. Try more things, yeah. I mean, I do. My palate has absolutely expanded since a few years ago, but it's still really hard for me to actually eat new foods. Or just foods that isn't just the same things, but just mixed differently, I guess. Like, to me, eating a quesadilla and a burger are, like, they're obviously very different, but they're also generally the same idea. It's meat, cheese, and bread, you know? Can't go wrong with that. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna end the conversation there because I need to go to bed as soon as I finish this chunk. We are just about done. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice. That is chunk 27 done. Let me get my stats pulled up for my spreadsheet. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, you could just put in the quote unquote dead chat. All right, well let's not stay creepy for too long. I'm gonna get out of here. I will be back tomorrow for more mining. Good night. Goodbye. I will see you guys then. Thank you for tuning in.